Good morning, guys. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. So this week what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to calculate the area of a circle. And so before we get into learning how to do that, today we're just going to have a quick review on what we mean when we talk about area. So today we're going to be looking at, this should be review for us, but how we calculate the area of a rectangle. So starting off, again, today our goal is just to remember what area is and what we mean when we're talking about it. So area is the amount of 2D space an object takes up. So when we talk about area, it's this whole space here. Or if we're looking here, it's this whole space here. It's the space that a 2D object takes up. So let's assume that all of these squares here are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Okay, so looking here, what is the area that it takes up? Well, that's easy for this one. All I have to do is just count up how many squares there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 of these units, and each of these units is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So hopefully we remember from the past. For area, we use special units. They're centimeters squared. Okay, and what that tells me is that it takes 12 of these centimeter squares to fill up this whole area. Okay, so I could do it just by counting how many squares there are in there, or some of you will remember there's a formula for counting or for finding the area of a rectangle, and I'm sure you guys are, some of you, thinking about it in your head, but area of a rectangle is the width times the length. So we can find it for this one by doing that. So, well, how long is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters long. And it's 1, 2 centimeters wide. So all we would do, we can plug that in our equation here. 2 times 6, and we get the same answer, 12 centimeters. And again, we're talking about area, so it's centimeters squared. So if we look at this here, here's a rectangle that I've drawn. It's 3 centimeters wide and 11 centimeters long. So all we do is just use that formula that we had. So area equals width, I'll just write W, times length, just write L. So this is 3 centimeters wide times, it's 11 centimeters long. And all I do is just times those in together. So 3 times 11 is 33. And I'm talking about an area, so it's centimeters squared. Now, I could divide this all up into squares. I could say, okay, it's 3 wide, and it's 11 this way, and I would get the same number. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's not to scale, but just say 10, 11. And I could count up all of the squares in there, and I would get 33 squares. But this is a quicker, easier way, just to multiply width times length. And what I can also do is I can just find the area of certain things in my house. Now, I said that I was going to use Mr. Austin's cell phone, but now I just realized I'm using Mr. Austin's cell phone to videotape this, so I can't do that. But let's see, maybe I can, yes, I will use this iPad. So let's see what the area of this iPad is. So all I would do is just trace it out. It's got a little bit of a rounded curve, but that's okay. We'll just assume it's a rectangle. So there's a nice rectangle. Now, I don't have a ruler because it's at school, so I don't have all my normal tools that I would have, but we're gonna use a tape measure for this. So all I need to do is just find out how long it is. So let's see, it looks like if I'm going, this is inches, we'll use centimeters here. Let's just estimate and say it's 21. So we see 1 to 21 centimeters long, 21 centimeters. And let's estimate and say it is, let's say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, let's say it's 15 centimeters wide. So that's not exactly precise, but it's pretty close. 15 centimeters. So if I want to find the area of this whole area here, again, that formula is area equals width times length. So all I do is 15 wide by 21 long. That one I can't do in my head, so I'm going to have to get out my calculator. And 15 times 21 equals 315. 315 centimeters, and again, area, so it's centimeters squared. And what that means, if I divided up a whole bunch of centimeter by centimeter squares and went all the way throughout here, there'd be 315 of those little squares. But I don't want to count them all out. I can just multiply width times length, and I find my area. Okay, one last question here. So draw 3 different objects that have an area of 12 centimeters squared. So I want 3 different objects that have that area. Well, again, area equals width times length. So what are 3 different things that I can multiply together to equal 12? Well, it could be just 1 wide by 12 long. It could be 2 wide by, if it's 2, then 2 times 6 would get me that same number. Or it could be 3 times 4, and that would multiply together to equal 12. And then now, all I'll do is just use my little gizmo here, my little tape measure. So about 1 centimeter is about like that, by about, let's see, by 12 centimeters. This will get a lot easier if I have my ruler, but I don't, so we'll make do. Okay, so 1 by 12. There you go. There's 1 by 12. Let's do, I'll use this. So this is in millimeters, but 10 millimeters, that's a centimeter. 20 millimeters, that's 2 centimeters. So I'll just use this just so that we can go a little bit quicker. Okay, so there we go to 60. So there's 6 centimeters, 6 centimeters wide by 2 centimeters this way. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so there we go, 2 centimeters that way, 6 centimeters that way. This one's 1 centimeter this way, and 12 centimeters this way. And the final one here, three centimeters by 4 centimeters. And I'll just quickly do this one. 4, 3. So it's 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Okay, and that's how we do it. So today you're going to be doing some review questions, and then I would like you to see if you can find 3 objects in your house that are rectangles, and I want you to calculate the area of those 3 objects that you find. It could be your pencil box, it could be your iPad or your phone, anything that you can find that is a rectangle. Okay, so today should just be a little review, and tomorrow we will start on how we calculate the area of circles.